Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to talk about DCEU The Flash. As you guys know, that the DCEU Flash is starting to look like a multiverse of just stuff. I mean, just stuff. That's as best as I can describe it. And to be honest, it feels overbloated. The Flash movie had me when they were talking about going the route of the actual Flashpoint storyline. I mean, even though I think it's too early for that, but sure, fine, we can do that. But the reason why I want to talk about it is because there are rumors that Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Cohan wants to still play Batman and the Joker in the DCEU, and I'm just like, that's perfect. That is perfect. Do it, DC. That is money on the damn table. How do you not do that? How do you not do that? Like, go and do that. That is way better than bringing Michael Keaton and Sasha Cali ass in this Flash movie. It's so unnecessary. It is so unnecessary, especially when you have Jeffrey Dean Morgan and you have Lauren Cohan that can definitely pull off Flashpoint Batman and the Joker. And you can literally do a whole Flash movie where Barry and Reverse Flash are fighting or whatever and stuff like that. And they end up super speeding or whatever stuff like that. They fight each other in the Speed Force. And then Thawne got one up on Barry, tripped him up, which send him into an alternate reality. That way we don't have to try to do the whole setup to Reverse Flash killing his mom. We've seen it, been there, done that kind of stuff or whatever. And the reason why I will say that is because he was teamed up with Batman, Ben Affleck's Batman. They were fighting. They were taking on a crime together when the Reverse Flash had arrived on the scene to fight them or whatever. At first, Batman tried his best to fight, the Reverse Flash to no avail, and then Flash stepped in, and that's how we got there or whatever and stuff like that. And before Batman could, recover from everything or whatever and stuff like that, in an instant, Flash and Thawne was gone. This sends them into the Flashpoint universe where we get to see, Barry's in this different, universe or whatever and stuff like that, and realize he doesn't have his speed anymore. Then he has to go and find the one person he knows that can help him, and that would be Batman. Turns out to be Jeffrey Dean Morgan's Thomas Wayne as Flashpoint Batman and stuff like that. He can be, getting on a crime to find the Joker, which the Joker will turn out to be Lauren Cohan's Martha Wayne as the Joker or whatever and stuff like that. And you can see like an epic battle between all four of the characters. You know what I'm saying? That'll be like something really cool or whatever. And I'll let y'all have this. Even if you want to add a little diversity in there, you can take the Superman 1 Project Superman 1, and instead of having Clark Kent, you can do Val Zod. Bam, I gave you something black. I gave you something black and diverse. There you go. There you go. No need to thank me. No need to thank me. And you could probably bring in Cyborg if you want to. I mean, I don't know how everything's going with Ray Fisher. I can really care less about Cyborg because, like I said, I prefer Cyborg with the Titans. So if anything, if you do anything with Cyborg from now on with the Titans, with the Titans, that's what I would want to see. I would want to see the Titans as a DCEU movie. But I'm just saying, it's like, DC, you guys are sleeping on money right now, especially when there were rumors that that's what the Flash movie was going to originally be based on anyway. So why not go back to that idea? I would love to see those two actors play Batman and Joker. I mean, why not? Why not? Why not go walls deep with it or whatever? And you can kind of play around with some of Flash's iconic villains as well. And then you can even introduce what's his goddamn name? Don't tell me. Oh my God, I am drawing a blank. I am drawing a blank. Oh my lord. How am I drawing a blank? How am I drawing a blank, you guys? On the DC character from Wildstorm. What's his name? What's his name? What's his name? What's his name? Oh God. I am drawing. I can't even think of him. See, Grifter. Jesus Christ. I should know this. And you can introduce Grifter in there. You can introduce Grifter in there. He could be like a supporting side character too. Not that many people know him. So that'll be something that you can do. Ooh. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out, guys. Since we don't know what's going on with Cyborg anyway, here's what you can do. Bring in Richie Foley from Static as Gear, right? Gear can be something like a Cyborg-esque character, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Like something happened to him, he got experimented on when they find out he's very intelligent or whatever and stuff like that. Half his body is mechanical, but not as mechanical as Cyborg in the Justice League movie. You get what I'm saying? So you can kind of play around with the little dark future twist take or whatever, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And with the climax of everything's about to be destroyed or whatever and stuff like that, here's what we can do is also during halfway close to the end of the battle, you'll have Batman, Ben Affleck's Batman, appear where he he arrives to find Flash. He figured out a way to get to the trace his signature to get to the world or whatever and stuff like that, and he has a teleportation device that'll send him out or whatever. He didn't catch up to the Flash or whatever and stuff like that, but he has a time limit, so he can arrive to see his parents, Batman and the Joker, where they see him and whatever and stuff like that, and they kind of have like this family moment or whatever, which kind of snaps, Lauren Cohan's, Martha Wayne Joker out, just for a little bit, where she gets sane just a few minutes just to let herself be killed or whatever, just because she couldn't stand seeing what happened to herself, but she was able to live in solace knowing that her son would be okay or whatever, seeing a version of her son actually surviving. And even though she doesn't want him to be Batman, she understands that it's for the greater good or whatever, but she leaves some parting words for Bruce or whatever. That could work, right? Which that'll send her or whatever and stuff like that. And Batman, both Batmans help Flash defeat Reverse Flash or whatever and stop everything that's going on or whatever. And both Batmans gets beat by Reverse Flash or whatever, stuff like that, but Reverse Flash was paying attention, and Batman's time belt frizz out, right? Because he got hit by the little thing, which sent him back to the world without Barry grabbing Barry in enough time or whatever and stuff like that. So then Reverse Flash is about to do kill Flash when Thomas Wayne Batman steps in with the help of Grifter, and he was able to stab Grifter. He was able to stab Reverse Flash in the chest, and then you have Grifter like shoot him in the leg or something like that, just to kind of, or the head or something like that, just to kind of be like a double team or whatever. We're just changing a few things up or whatever and stuff like that. But that last move took out whatever was remaining from Grifter, because he was also in the confrontation fighting against Reverse Flash and his army of people that he done got or whatever and stuff like that. And then Thomas Wayne gives him this letter telling him he needs to run and stuff like that, get back to the world where his son is. And we see Barry finally running back or whatever and stuff like that, and Bruce was like, oh my god, Barry, you're back or whatever and stuff like that, is everything okay or whatever and stuff like that. And he tells his entire adventure up until where Bruce kind of appeared or whatever and stuff like that. And he gives him this letter, and Bruce has that final word from his father. And it'll be a monologue of Jeffrey Dean Morgan playing voice overing something very important to Bruce or whatever and stuff like that. And you'll have this movie, you'll have that moment where Bruce have solace in having that moment, that heart to heart moment with his mother, and having that heart to heart moment with his dad, which gets him to change and try to live life a little bit more and try to be a little bit better of a Batman and be a better man and reach out to his old family that he pushed away. So that means the Bat family. He's Bat family, and maybe move forward with Wonder Woman in whatever pseudo relationship they got going on. Because let's be honest, the DCEU ain't slick. They were teasing that Wonder Bat so much it wasn't even funny. Okay, the chemistry between Ben Affleck and Gal Gadot was pretty good, and Barry Allen runs away and something like that, and you see him. My name is Barry Allen, and I'm the fastest man alive, and stuff like that. And he runs off, and you see like this zigzag of the lightning, and then you see him zoom, bright lights, movie goes off, bam, the Flash. And this could be the sequel after that bullshit Flash movie. You know what I'm saying? So that way you can kind of still give the fans what they want. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. It's really not that hard. I gave you a good plot to go with. You can use it. That's still involved. That still takes a little bit of Flashpoint. But take a little bit of stuff. I didn't go into good detail. I could have went into a little bit more detail, but I wanted you to get the gist of what I'm trying to say. Is that if Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Lauren Cohan wants to play the Flashpoint Joker and Batman, do it. Sign them up immediately. So after this Flash movie drop, y'all need to be going into production for that one. Get Ben Affleck back up in a bat suit, and get Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Lauren Cohan back. Get them back as Martha and Martha Wayne and Thomas Wayne, and get them as Batman, Flashpoint, and all that kind of stuff. And you can, what I'm saying. And I gave you 3 little new things that you can add. You got Grifter in there from Wildstorm, so that's a new character right there that could turn out to be a fan favorite character. Then you're gonna have a Val Zod version Superman. So instead of bringing in classic Clark Kent, you can bring in Val Zod. I'm just giving you that little diversity push that you need. And I don't know what you can do with Cyborg. Since I don't know what you can do with Cyborg, bam, you got gear in replace of Cyborg or Mr. Terrific. Bam, bada bing, bada boom. You know what I'm saying? So if we can just tweak it a little bit here, do a little bit of breaking down of how we gonna get the story a little bit together. I'm telling you, it will work. It will work. But I'm just saying, those are my thoughts. I really do hope Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Lauren Cohan do return. I want this rumor to be true. I need them to return because there is some potential right there. So just do it, DC. Just go ahead and do it. But those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.